Hello everyone, Alchemicgree here. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We're going to do something different since we finished the Origins campaign. We're doing Leliana's Song.
Do you want to know a secret? This tale of foolish people long ago, I know what happened and what is true, but I don't know how it should end. Let me tell it one more time, and perhaps together we will see. Very nice. Months of planning, favors, everything is waiting for us. We are here to show Fereldan how Orlais commands the game. Several jobs and a personal score of my own, but the rest of the night is yours. Think you're up to it, pretty thing? You know I'm ready for anything. Of course you are. You're mine. I'll be watching. Don't let me down.
Love to watch her go. Returns me to the stone.
Focus.
A little fun with the wigs of Fereldan. They weren't expected. Not like in Orlais.
The clients want a little stealing? A few insults? Some good old revenge.
Eyes open. We've got our targets. Let's find them. The goods we're after...
I must say, it is interesting to be playing as Leliana. I mean, this is not in my list of some of the better of the DLC. This one was more just, I guess, because Leliana in Origins really put us in the story. Like, what went down between her and Marjolaine, what was her life like as a bard, etc., etc. So, it's... Oh, God, I'm so low level. Can't even fully unlock all of this. No? Oh, this is just gonna be lovely. I like... When I want to play a rogue, I like to, you know... max out. Let's see if stealth actually is a useful trait. Because I never actually used it. Does stealth just affect me, or does it affect everyone else? I mean, that'd be nice if it affects everyone else. Kind of makes this gig way friggin' easier. But... Don't know. Well, at least we have a healer. I don't know if I should... You know, these are the things, like, I don't know, I have a bit of a thing when it comes to these games where I like characters to kind of, if it makes sense. If a guy's mostly just a healer, I stick with healer. You know, I don't expect a healer to use death magic. Unless something happens. But that's a completely different thing. Oh, it's just... There's not much to really do. Yeah, give him extra protection. Let's get the tactics going. God, that's all. I know there's better than this. Okay, well, it's doing that stupid thing again. Well, I'm not going to waste any more time with this. Alright, that's enough of that. I have everything I currently need. See if stealth actually works. Nope, it only covers me, so I probably should have left them alone. But it is nice to be back in Denerim. I mean, I kind of hoped I'd be somewhere else, but, you know, this game came out, God, how many years ago? So I don't expect it to be as...
Imports of import. The man thinks he's clever. Ugh, dead people jewelry.
Refined. I'm going to use the word refined.
We are quite the target.
Oh, never mind. They found us. Okay, cool. Awesome. Actually, they didn't find me. They found them, so... Would I have gotten away with this if I left them alone and just snuck my way through?
It's done.
Question mark? I don't know. The only reason these expansions really are good, or the little DLCs are good, is because if you complete them and complete certain prerequisites, you can obtain certain gear. Like in this one, there's a light armor you can get.
The god will be after us now.
Good. Bring him on.
Finery? This Sir Wally has clearly never been to Orlais. Let's put these to better use somewhere. It's not as pretty as...
Yeah, it's a light armor that is pretty good for, like, rogues, so...
Selling them again.
Sounds like Marjolaine found
I think, yeah, I think that wouldn't be that bad.
Renwald's relics, as if he found them. There's our northern trinkets.
I'm actually doing a lot of this out of just habit because I remember playing this DLC years and years ago on the PS3. And it just kind of straightforward, not much to it. And since I'm also a murder hobo, exploration is really easy, especially since, you know, I have the option, I can just hit the tab key, since I'm playing PC, hit the tab key, and it kind of just shows me where most things are, so I don't have to run around trying to select these things. Because I know on the console, you have to, like, open a small tab bar and just search around, which, it does make sense.
Fun, but does it be...
We're supposed to strip him of dignity, not his things.
It'll be both if we find an amusing place to leave them.
I guess I just stole the guy's underwear. I don't remember every detail of this. I remember... Never mind. Oh, I didn't think that would work anyway. I remember just enough where I know what to do, but I don't know what is happening. That's the thing. All I know is this DLC tells the story of what happened between Leliana and Marjolaine. Because then after this video, we're going to be doing the Darkspawn Chronicle videos, which depicts what would happen if the Archdemon had won. Because you're playing the Darkspawn in that one, which was really good. It gives an interesting sword.
The usual moaning about charity. This board needs something. That should do it.
Not the donation the good sisters expect.
Picture it with morning dew. Majestic.
Really? From the poor box?
If their maker misses this, the Chantry has bigger problems.
Yeah, I'm kind of building up her as this big bad, since I did spend a lot of time hardening her in the base game, because that does pay off, because she does become a super badass later on. It's nice that Leliana does play parts in essentially every game, which I do like that. It just kind of sucks that in the second game her role is kind of small. But in Origins and Inquisition, it's spectacular.
So who's hiding? The Mage Collective. Sketch, did you know?
It's nothing. usually.
Put him down first.
Alright, kill all the guards.
Wait, take you.
Brilliant!
Marjolaine has brought us a long way. Money better be good.
Another clue. Thank you, Collective.
Does not help that this game likes to glitch out. That is the one thing I am never going to miss in this game. And I don't know why, but it just would glitch out. Like, recording this game has got to be one of the more frustrating, not because of the game. I love this game, and I'll never say otherwise. I love this game series. I love the shit going on in it. It's nice. Fantasy medieval-ish settings are always my favorite, and I will always love them. It's just for some bloody reason, this game just loved to crash. Like, so much. I had to use it through both Steam and Origins just to run it, and it still kept crashing on me. To the point where I had to, like, do frequent recordings and then paste them all together. And even that, sometimes the cuts show splotches. And even the parts that don't still glitch. So, it's kind of painful. How about you actually, you know, heal? How to design you to heal us. Ugh. You know, the downside about tactics, sometimes they don't get it right.
Step quickly, pretty one. Mm-hmm. Oh, Marjolaine was hard on her poor captain. Wonder if I could add to that. Looks to the world that he's drunk on duty. A good start. I wonder how much shame he can bear. A thief as well? The man is a disgrace.
Passed out on the job, holding suspect materials? Disgraceful.
It's a start.
A start.
Time to clean the street.
Well, I'm not letting you get away so easily. Brilliant!
Ah, there it is. Once again, favorite thing about that.
It's done.
I think I killed just about all the guards down here, so gotta have a little bit of freedom, which does kind of clear up things. Honestly, this could have gone way faster if I, well, ignored the Mage Collective thing and just moved on with my day, but...
Not for long.
But honestly, that's not what I'm trying to do here. I kind of want to earn these things. I want to really make this DLC worth playing. And honestly, most of the DLC here are not. Of all 4 of the DLCs, excluding the expansion Awakening, because that's an expansion, not just a DLC, so you put hours into that. You put like maybe an hour and change into these DLCs. But
Your mage was a little more possessive than
of all of them, honestly, it's just...
Group that I kind of
This has
understand.
gotta be my least favorite, because it just... If you really love Leliana, I like her. She's entertaining, and she was useful. That's why I kept her in my party for so long. But aside from that, if you don't like her, this DLC is super boring, and even if you're doing it just for the gear, you gotta mug through about an hour and change just to deal with it. So you're really hit and missing with this. But let's progress with the story finally.
Come on.
Who?
Jovi Merice?
Oh, no, I was supposed to be safe.
You should have thought about that before talking out of turn.
I ain't going back. I'm not.
Good with me.
Watch out! Price paid, but it would scare other... Oof! How do they get so heavy on such terrible food?
Ah, nobody boils an innard like a Fereldan.
Marjolaine? Marjolaine! Don't tease me today.
That's how we do it.
Ooh, pretty thing. Out of breath, hair in a state. You'd be a scandal on the streets of Orlais. And you love it.
If I'm not mistaken, you want me this way.
You think you know a lot. Like how to get back at my poor captain. You'd have done worse if you knew him. We are done with distractions. Now I have something special in mind. Lem,
Aye, Marjolaine?
make sure she has everything she needs. There will be no rest for us tonight.
You won't have to wait long. Always where the money is. Hmm?
And your hand in the chantry box was an accident, I suppose?
What are they to me?
Marjolaine has you on the right path. Want something?
Let's see what you've found.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready now, Leliana? The night is moving on, and our target is formidable.
I need only my skill, Marjolaine. I am always ready.
That, my pretty thing, is what I like to hear.
Sodding stone.
You can't come to Denerim without visiting the Earl's estate.
You're mad.
The Earl is away, and most of the King's patrol has been drawn to some sort of trouble in the market. Our employer just wants us to plant some embarrassing papers under the cover of a burglary. It will be assumed they were here all along. Unless you think you're not up to my challenge.
All right. We keep what we steal along the way.
There's a good girl, just like the game in Orlais.
Split up, divide the guards, and find a way in.
And deposit the papers where they can be found by servants. In the bedroom, nice and personal. Don't keep me waiting.
Tonight is not about shadows. We want some place to hide our true purpose.
Could we do that without leaving a trail right to us?
Always want a clear path to run, hey boy?
Again, I'm back at like the Arlo Denerim's house, so I feel like when did this fully? I know this takes place before I met her in Lord of the Ring, but like by how many years? You can't just. That's the downside about the animation of this time and the character design. You can't change a hairstyle and say they look 20 years younger.
Did that one seem
Doesn't
like a
work
train
like
to
that.
you?
Fancier uniform, too. Soldiers on loan to the Arl?
More reason to dump them out of sight or something.
We are quite the target. I'm stopping them! Right. Enough!
You demand it! No more from you!
It's done.
Another one sucking mud!
Mm-hmm.
There, we could dump the soldiers in the dirt.
A good place to stash something, if you like digging.
That will keep them out of sight. Happy, Sketch?
Appeased.
There's our way in. We can reach the window in that nook.
Tight fit for Tug.
Right. Let's find more soldiers and make a nice mess before we plant the papers.
Love it when you talk like that. You too, Sketch.
Yeah, I'm not really in favor of the fact that, you know, they kind of kept everything the same, but then again, this is the same place I would later break into and kill Brendan House, so I can't really say this is a bad thing, but at the same time, it doesn't really feel inspired. But then again, just wait until Dragon Age 2, where they turned reusing the same landscape into an art, a very shitty and painful art.
Help yourselves. It's supposed to be a burglary after all.
On my floor, one.
Please, Master Vaughn. I heard something outside.
You know the penalty for speaking out of turn.
That boy will grow into something special.
Yeah, that's the son that, yeah, the Arl Denerim's son.
Make every room a
Not Rendon Howe's kid, this other one, some bratty asshole. We saved him from jail, if you remember.
Right.
No more from you!
Embarrassing yourself.
That's one for me! Come, Commander. Let's see your little dragon. What the?
Okay, looks like Marjolaine found her mark. I don't like where this is going, but hey, you know what? Back to burglary. So, let's just steal everything.
From shadow to your heart!
The only way to have it!
Right.
More soldiers!
Elite my out.
Imagine.
But I'm not letting you get away so easily!
Mm-hmm. I'll do it. The master bedroom. We can plant the papers in the desk. This Commander Orlais sounds like a bee.
Maybe he's the target we're embarrassing.
These are Orlesian seals.
Be quick, pretty thing. We are wearing out our welcome.
Marjolaine? Where were you? Who was that man?
What? Oh, some officer. No matter. I gave him a thrill to avoid a bigger fight.
Officer? Who... And what about this? Orlesian military seals on the papers.
We don't have time to discuss it, Leliana.
I don't like this.
Leliana. Later. Move.
Three, 6, carry over the ort. Looking a little peaked, Missy.
Nothing about us being here hits you as wrong.
Haven't thought about it. My purse follows Marjolaine. Good eye for money, that one.
But if we're caught...
If you're caught, I never know what you're doing out there. That's how I like it.
Just show me what you've scrunched up.
Okay, so far this game isn't... this expansion isn't... DLC isn't bad. Just, I feel like if I stuck with Leliana being an archer, this might be easier, because... Yeah, isn't that what I stuck her with? Yeah, I think I stuck her with being an archer before, but... Yeah, so, I don't know. I might use... Depending on it, I might end up using the same console command I did to get money, because I don't think that real... Like... Compared to the other ones, I mean, there's a kill all hostiles ability that I haven't used, and I'm quite proud of the fact I haven't used it in this game, or at least, yeah, I haven't used it in this game. The times that it's glitched, and I had to go back to where I was before to get back on track, yes, I ran through and killed everything in sight, but I made sure not to record that or count it towards trying to complete it. So, you know, take that as you will. And I don't believe getting a little bit of money isn't that bad of a thing. But all in all, I feel like, again, this DLC could have been way better if it, I don't know, did something different. Like, I know the story that Leliana tells you in the game is basically this. She's just telling you, you're just now experiencing the story. But it's like, there's so many other things they could have done. I mean, I would have actually liked to do a small DLC explaining Sten and watching him finally get defeated and then, you know, brutally kill the family. Maybe not brutally kill the family, but, you know, coming here from at the Addershock's command. But then again, back then, before Dragon Age 2... Qunari were just large people with no horns, and they just spoke like that. Till Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition, and pretty much all of Dragon Age since, they were horn-headed people, so I can understand why. And I do understand there were a lot of textural mods I could have used to improve the design and like make people look more official, but I decided against it mostly because by the time I started recording, I didn't want to use the mods. And I didn't want to just start using mods now since I've begun. So, probably other games might have some textural mods, but there's a difference. I don't want to use game-breaking mods, because that ruins the experience. Like, what's the point of recording if I'm just going to run around in God mode all the time? If I'm doing this to explain something, then maybe. But if I'm actually playing to see, like, yes, I must brave this blah, blah, blah with the blah, 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 well, I can't be immortal.
I was right to be worried. It doesn't matter. You need to remember your place. You do not question me in front of the others, Leliana. Not in the field, not anywhere.
The game is one thing. We go back and forth between nobles, and the authorities turn a blind eye. It is amusement. But these papers... If the seals were Orlesian military, then bringing them to Fereldan is treason. Marjolaine... There is no blind eye for treason. They hang you in the street.
My poor pretty thing, lost in a strange place. Ah, this is about seeing me with that officer, isn't it?
I know the game is more than combat, and I know how pleasant it can be. But it was perhaps not the best time. And a Fereldan? An officer?
Leliana, you are my favorite, yes? If you are determined that we must undo this, I will alter my plans. You know there is always a cost when that happens.
Thank you, Marjolaine. Our lives are exciting enough, no?
Just be ready. Give me a moment. You are ready? Because this will not be easy.
I know.
We'll go back when it is dark again. They won't expect a second break-in so soon.
We can say we were there to steal the papers in the first place, for Orlais.
I don't plan on having to tell anyone. Shall we go?
I will sleep easier when this is all done.
It will all work out. I promise.
You were right. The grounds were there. Perhaps we stole everything worth guarding.
There. Let's get your precious papers and go.
Yeah, here we go.
A little heavy-footed over the wall, maybe? I'll draw the ones I can. Go!
She's gone again!
Guess we're going the other way.
In hindsight, Leliana, you probably should not have come back with this, because unless you know for a fact they'll trace this to you, I highly doubt they're going to trace this to you. Oh boy. Oh wow. Okay, let's try. Yeah, of course, the freezing bomb sets off after most of the people are already dead. Love it.
If we're going for trinket, quick. First to the line, first to the floor.
Little distracted from looting at the moment.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just taking everything, noble woman. You just stay there and look pretty.
What now? These poor things.
One nug's a big meal for a Mabari.
Don't know what they have, don't want to. Let's go.
Always something else. No mercy! Let's make this last.
I'm at your heels.
Right. It's done. In my time.
Probably should have kept a couple freezing bombs for this situation.
No running, no hiding. Come and get it. In my time.
Give me more.
In my time.
Continue.
Yeah, those masterwork leather pieces. I think I've collected at least one or two already. Oh, nice. Yeah, please. But yeah, the masterwork leather pieces are the things you're trying to collect. If you collect, I think 5 of them, which you can collect throughout this whole DLC, you get that armor that you try to get here. Aside from that, there's really nothing else this DLC fully offers that's worth it.
No mercy! In my time. It's done. I'll do it. It's done. Right.
There should be more guards out here.
We need to find Marjolaine. Come. There! Oh, she made it out. Why?
Yeah, Leliana, you made a poor decision doing this.
Marjolaine, I fought the ones that could, but there must be more.
It's all right.
We can tell them about the papers. There must be an embassy. Orlais can petition.
Shh, my pretty thing. Shh.
I'm sorry I brought us back here, Marjolaine.
Don't be. You were perfect.
Well, well, well. An Orlesian spy caught with her hands on hard-won Fereldan intelligence. You'll be worth a pretty sum. Once we've had our fun, of course.
It is worse than losing them to death, isn't it? When the one closest to you is untrue.
Who?
A friend. I can help. But you must find your resolve.
This better not be a trick. I can't take another.
You're scarred, inside and out. Marjolaine is adept at striking where you are most vulnerable. Believe me, I know.
Then I'm not even the first.
You have more than enough enemies, girl. Why are you defeating yourself? Others need you, even at your lowest. And that is a source of strength I cannot describe. I must go. You can do this.
How do you know about this? About me? Hello? Oh! I don't want to do this. I shouldn't have to do this.
So now we're, well, kind of in jail, kind of not. We got, like, whatever I was wearing. Yeah, I'm still wearing everything, but they didn't take. Well, I'm kind of glad they did take my weapons, because it would kind of be counterproductive if they didn't take my weapons. It's like, okay, now you're just ruining it. I mean, it's one of those, like, in-between weird moments where it's like, okay, do I want realism? Do I don't want realism? In this case, I have sort of realism, because would there be a point just to keeping me in my armor, or are they just so overconfident that they think I can't escape?
To the last! Mm-hmm. I did. It's done. It's done. Mm-hmm.
Right grateful to you, girl. If ever, look out! Out!
No!
There we go.
Not more!
I've had a taste of freedom. Try and take it from me. My turn! Never going back!
It's done.
That's the
Everyone gather round for a hug.
Name's Silas. I owe you twice. Especially if you're against Raleigh.
Okay, he's a shield and sword guy. That's fine. That works for me.
I'm not against...
No shield to speak of. And I should at least give him a sword.
anyone. I just want out.
Leliana?
Let's give myself a little more health. Some constitution wouldn't be bad. Also help if I had some skills.
I'm done, Sketch.
Which I think is kind of stupid how they start you off with twin blades, but then they're like, oh, well, we also give you skills where we want you to be an archer. Well, that doesn't work like that.
Gates everywhere. Got to be a lever.
I'll do it. It's done.
A lot of people they tortured. it's the small details, but it's like they have 3 dead bodies just dangling up there, and I think one of them was in a suit of armor. So we already know that whoever this guy is that captured us is just a corrupt asshole. But just damn, gotta run through the torture room all over again. Oh, tug. No.
Oh no. No.
Tug.
She did this. With her beast. They will both answer. In my time.
If I could just get a damn shield for Silas, it'd be more useful instead of just hacking stupidly. That's all he can do.
No running, no hiding.
Face me now! I've waited for this. Finally, a fair fight.
Brilliant!
There we go.
It's done. Right.
You're just embarrassing yourself.
In my time. It's done.
I've waited for this.
It's a lie.
Payback.
They take you! Bloody!
That's one for me.
In my time.
For it!
No one else is coming. Follow if you want. I have people
Good, more armor for Silas.
waiting for me.
Yeah, because we're not here to rescue you people. Just get the fuck out while we make our escape. No, murder hobo it is. Explore and take and sell. That is the murder hobo way. It's not just a take and hoard. Come on. Have some decency.
Right.
And off with your head.
It's done. Keep going. Almost there. I can do this. I have to.
Almost there. Freedom.
You're safe now.
Dorothea? Dorothea? Your guest is awake.
So I see. Please, give us a moment. Please. No doubt you have questions.
This is all interesting, but I need to be a long way from both Fereldan and Orlais very soon.
The papers Marjolaine sold to Commander Orlais were mine. The papers used against you.
You did this? Those were Orlesian military. It is treason.
My temple receives troop movements, so we can minister in the field. They were stolen. In a moment of weakness. I didn't know why Marjolaine wanted to be so close to me, but it felt like youth.
It sounds like you have a real mess that no longer involves me.
But it does, doesn't it? As much as you want it to be over, it gnaws at you. This is about need. What you need.
And what is that?
The same thing I yearned for. To hear from her lips the reason why. I can tell you where Marjolaine is. Where Commander Orlais is. Help Orlais and yourself. I will be here when you decide you are ready.
Alright, we're almost at the end. We just got to finish everything, because I think we just about...
Such a thing.
Yep, there we go.
Fit
Okay,
the
so we got
Empress herself.
all of the... So we got the whole thing now, which means... let's just level up first. Give it a strength. Doesn't matter. We're almost done. This should take, like, what? I don't fucking know. And here it is, yes. Much better if you can do a lot of comparisons. It looks about the same. Like, that's something that Origins didn't really do right. Actually, most Dragon Age games don't do that right. They just have, like, maybe a dozen character models for outfits, weapons, etc., and they just recycle and reuse and recolor. It's not that interesting. There's nothing too unique.
Thanks for getting me out of that place, Leliana. No market for a helper.
No market?
That Raleigh wasn't going to keep me long. A spy ringleader like Marjolaine painted you. You were going to the highest bidder. Maybe even the Empress.
I just wish I had been there for Tug.
They did him first because he wouldn't shut up. Drove Raleigh's men crazy for days, laughing at them. He was stalling for me. They said they'd take my hands. Only way to trust a mage.
Oh, sketch.
All I see is red. But it doesn't matter. We can't fix this.
We'll make sure everyone pays, I swear.
Then what? Then I'm happy? Odds are slim.
Just be ready. Silas, was it?
Yes, I had to follow. I hope to earn the good mother's trust, and yours. I stand ready to go after the commander. And this Marjolaine who put you at his mercy.
Apparently this now involves nations? Or threatens to?
I don't pretend to understand all that. I was in Raleigh's care a lot longer than a week. Whatever I can do to settle my debts, I will.
So, did I free a criminal?
I poached some game. I'd have taken my lashes, but Raleigh doesn't like inconveniencing the king's law. He had me for months. For no reason beyond his own amusement.
How does a petty criminal get so quick with a blade?
Former soldier. I was probably not too far from Raleigh during the war. Glad to say I'm nothing like him now.
So you'll follow me? Where do you think that will lead?
If I can end this, I hope to serve the Chantry. They will already know my good intentions. What about you?
Me? Nobody cares what I want.
You should.
No doubt Dorothea is waiting for me.
I'll follow you where you lead. I owe you that, and more.
Missy, need something to perk you up? Road ahead will be a tough one.
Lem? How?
Yeah, I went to ground when Marjolaine showed her colours. Almost gave you up after the week. Hard to miss your escape, though. Lots of people thanking their Orlesian she-devil. So, need anything?
You're right back to selling? Even after all this?
Marjolaine left me dry too. Pissed about that, but the payout must be good to drop resources like us.
You're saying you'd have done it too?
Well, not to me, but I understand. That's the game.
All right. Show me what you've got.
Alright, this should be the last time I actually need to come over here and sell my wares, get the stuff I need. Yeah, nothing really that appealing, honestly. I mean, it's not like I can take any of this crap with me, so might as well just get what I can and just move on. Yeah, none of this is really doing it for me. And it's like, I think I only have Skets and Silas anyway, so it's not like really there's much to work with. So just sell everything. Oh, it's a gift, that's why. Guess I'll give it to Silas, since he might be able to use it. Yeah, that's not bad.
Need a present for the old...
Oh, it is much better than what he's got. Definitely, yes. Maybe. Let's see what else we got here. So I need to make sure I have plenty of health potions. This isn't Origins. I don't have my stupid amount of health potions. Wow, really? Okay, let's do the quick swappy.
Need a present for the...
All right.
God, I have to use this underhanded method to basically get it to switch. It's kind of painful. Damn, I picked the wrong guy.
Need a present for the...
All right.
Alright, selling those should get me something. Ah! I'm short of it. That is saddening. That is so saddening. I'm so close. I couldn't even sell his staff and get even any of that back. There'd be no point.
You work in this temple?
I am giving my life to the Chantry, yes. If you'll excuse me.
I'm sorry about earlier. I wasn't sure where I was.
It's not that, miss.
What then?
I was like you before I came to serve Our Lady. It troubles me.
I am no threat to you.
No, I worry for you. Many come to the Chantry at a difficult time. Not all find their way back.
I won't need to come back.
I was the same. There was a lot of pain between then and now. If you'll excuse me.
Our Marjolaine has secured Commander Orlais as an escort to leave Fereldan. No doubt she expects a reprisal for her various crimes. It would be a shame to disappoint her.
Tell me how to find Marjolaine.
For your own reasons, I trust.
Do you want your precious papers, or not?
Not if I inflict more harm in the process. Call it a concern of my trade.
Marjolaine wronged me. I will not let that go unanswered.
I understand. But if your actions are all that pull you forward, then she still controls you. Marjolaine is with Orlais, seeking passage across the waking sea. I have suggested a path. Be careful.
Pathetic girl. You're in the heart of my Fereldan. What do you hope to gain?
Listen to the commander, pretty one. There is nothing for you here.
Alright, this is the last of it. Just have to make it through this area, kill those assholes, and then we're good. This is, yeah, it's not the longest DLC. It's, like I said, it's very straightforward. And we kind of got what we wanted. So now I think when I start Awakening, I'm going to start with that armor with me. So I can give it to a good rogue. Then we can do Darkspawn Chronicles, and I can get... I think it's a sword, if I recall. It's a sword, which can only be used by warriors or rogues.
It's done. In that time.
But yeah, let's just get this over with. This DLC has been very boring. It's just, I like Leliana, but I just don't see that much of a reason to like her like this. I was already okay with how she was. I didn't need this full-on explanation, especially since we killed Marjolaine, so she gets her revenge. This is just kind of stupid padding, honestly. No, good. It actually fixes itself. I'm okay with that. Doing aggressive. Really? Scrapper? Ugh. Keep Defender. Sketch. enough.
From I'll show you.
Yeah, no wonder you don't give a shit. Oh well. Now you're doing stuff. Hopefully this all works out. Who am I kidding? It's gonna work out. They wouldn't start you at level 10 if it was that difficult. There's like not a lot to do. I've actually been going out of my way to kill enemies to get experience, and this is pretty much what we're looking at here. There's not much. It's like a distraction, a small thing. It's like, I don't know. This DLC just there's like so much wrong where it could have been better.
In my time.
Here comes trouble!
I think my biggest problem with this is just the fact that it's just so out of place. Looking at all the DLC, excluding Awakening, because that has like its own huge content, and it takes hours and hours. The 4 DLC, Leliana's Song, Darkspawn Chronicles, Golems of Amkarok, and Witch Hunt. All of them, 3 of them anyway, have very close ties. You know, you could technically ignore Darkspawn Chronicles because that's more of an alternative what-if scenario. What if? Because you're not fighting yourself. You're not fighting the Warden who would become the hero of Fereldan. You're fighting, the closest you're fighting basically everyone else. So there's like Rendon House there, you're fighting Alistair, Barkspawn, Leliana, Morgan. You're fighting all those people, but you're not fighting yourself. So it's like if you died or if you never became a Warden, etc., then they just forced to do this. So, you know, it's the what if scenario, which can be fun. A lot of people like to play as the villain. Huh, that actually might have been a good staff. That would suck if I spent all that time getting that staff money for Sketch just to find a better one. Ugh. Well, we'll check after this. But it just...
I'm very tired of playing games with Commander Raleigh.
It goes into... then there's Golems of Amkarok. Yeah, that is a better one. Yeah. Golems of Amkarok can take place after all of it. You could technically set it up before, but unless you have a character to base it from, you're essentially just building it off a brand new character. And even then, it's like it has some story. It ties into what you chose to do at the Anvil of the Void, so it does tie into it. And Witch Hunt takes place where you're going after Morrigan, whether or not if you didn't romance her or you didn't know her or you're a brand new Warden, then basically you're just someone investigating her. But if you romanced her and everything, then it plays so much into it. It's basically you going after her, you knowing her, you basically doing that, especially if you made the Demon Child. So there's just a lot of better options that they could pick. Why they decided to go with this, I just don't seem to know. But if I recall, they didn't really release all the DLC right off the bat. They did, they released Awakening, I think at least a few months to a year later. So it's possible that a lot of people really like Leliana, so they're like, oh, well, we want to see the origins, we want to see how it all started. So if that was the reason, I can perfectly understand why they did it. I'm not arguing that, but it's just rather, I feel like they could have done something else. I mean, why stop Leliana? There's so many different things you could do with all the other characters before they joined the Warden.
You're better than Marjolaine said. The bards of Orlais have earned their reputation. But I remember the scared little girl in my cell.
I won't kill you. I'm not that selfish.
Thanks for that.
all this, and doing every one of these lives. It's more fun when it's personal. I wonder, what did the lovely mother offer for her papers? Something as entertaining as what I did to get them?
You are still trying to hurt me. Why?
So innocent. Even when your concern threatened to expose me.
All I wanted was a way out. For us.
You are my pretty thing. But I knew it'd end up like this. You would turn on me, because that's what I would do. So I did it first. We are the same.
No.
So you say, but here you are, weapon in hand.
You see your own distrust on every face. Did I ever know you?
If this was reversed, you'd wake every day expecting my blade.
Marjolaine.
We are the same.
Do you want to know a secret? That moment I keep, because even now, I don't know what ending serves best. But being able to choose, that is the truth of this story. The rest, it changes with the audience. All things change when they find purpose.
But alright, that was Leliana's song. So now we all know what happened with Leliana before she joined the Chantry, ended up in Lothering after her vision from the Maker, met us, and shenanigans ensued, and we get to kill Marjolaine in the end. So it all works out. So thank you so much for watching. Share, subscribe, let me know what you think, leave comments below, and I will be with you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.